Shall we start? Yeah?
This is a bit on.
Feel.
Hello, my name is. I'm going to introduce you to a new science, or perhaps an old science, depending upon one's viewpoint.
The film you are about to see has no characters. If you spare a little of your imagination, it is a film to describe to you the effect of cymatic frequency.
Dopamine is a chemical responsible for making you feel good.
Innately human characteristic.
Not showing our faces.
What makes the music is one of the things which defines who we are. Each culture has its own particular style. These guys make it seem so effortless.
Go listen to all my music. It's the codes of who you are.
The notes are just thrown together. But that's simply an illusion.
You got to teach him about the code. Code.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, hey, ooh. Ooh, hey, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, hey, ooh.
Yo, how's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Code Radio. This is episode 8. 8 for the year. In the 9th month. I mean, must mean we started late. I think, we started in Feb this year. But, we're here. The year's just flying by. Already September. I honestly thought it was August. 1 year away, this time last year, the album Auto came out, my 5th album, and I'm starting on the 6th for next year at some point, hopefully. So yeah, time is flying. Like, I can't believe I'm even saying I'm on my 5th album, working on a 6th. Like, that's just it's crazy to me. The years are just shooting by, and I'm sure everyone else kind of feels that way, especially after that period, the last couple of years. Kind of feels like some years have been lost, but hey, we move forward, and we're here. Very hot in the UK right now, like a joke. But you can't really complain because the UK has a awful weather, like up and down in general. But the last week has been extremely hot. It seems to be turning into one of these countries where the summer is either just ridiculously hot, or it's like dull and grey and raining all the time or whatever. It's not very balanced, but they say that's global warming. I don't know much about that. If anyone does, give me a shout. But yeah, I want to get into some music, some cool ideas that I've been listening to, and I wanted to share them. That's what this is for. So let's get into some music. I actually want to talk about something which I kind of which piqued my interest yesterday. I wanted to kind of see what everyone else's thoughts are on that. So let's get into some music.
Code.
slow for way too long. I couldn't let you go under a spell of don't. Ego reaction, guess I was holding up face. By saving your ass, you spent my money and I lost their faith. I screamed yes, you told me nah. You fed me fear, I spoke to God. I was living my dreams through your eyes, building my life on your lies, yeah. You just laughed when I cried, think about that. Who lives the real sacrifice? Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Wow. All you disturb is my work and my patience. Years of grinding, you took it, you broke it, and all 'cause you fake it. You wanna be famous, say it, you wanna be famous. You saw my juice was thirsty as fuck, always late, always faded. I screamed yes, you told me nah. You fed me fear, I spoke to God. I was living my dreams through your eyes, building my life on your lies, yeah. You just laughed when I cried, think about that. Who lives the real sacrifice? Think about that. 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 Think about the time when you blamed me. Think about the time when I called you up and I said I needed saving. Think about the time when you said you cared, you were lying, trying to face me. Think about the time when I got sick and you made me go on stage. Think about the time when you used my fame to stack up on your paper. Think about the time you told my label lies, you said she's crazy. Think about the fact they see it now. You're a shark, a cheat, a traitor. Shark, a cheat, a traitor. Think about that. Think about that. Think about. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Yeah. Think about that.
Code.
How much a dollar really costs? The question is detrimental, paralyzed in my thoughts. Parasites in my stomach keep me with a gut feeling, y'all. Gotta see how I'm chilling once I park this luxury car. Hopping out feeling big as Mutombo. 20 on pump 6, 30 Marcellus called me Dumbo. 20 years ago, can't forget. Now I can lend them my ear or two. How to stack these residuals tenfold. The liberal concept that men do. 20 on 6, it didn't hear me. Indigenous African, only spoke Zulu. My American tongue was leery. Walked out the gas station, a homeless man with a 70-tan complexion. Asked me for 10 rand, stressing about dry land. Deep water, powder blue skies that crack open. A piece of crack that he wanted. I knew he was smoking, he begged and pleaded. Asked me to feed him twice, I didn't believe it. Told him beat it. Contributed money just for his pipe, I couldn't see it. He said, my son, temptation is one thing that I've defeated. Listen to me, I want a single bill from you. Nothing less, nothing more. I told him I didn't have it, then closed my door. Tell me how much a dollar cost. He's staring at me in disbelief. My temper is building. He's staring at me. I grabbed my key. He's staring at me. I started the car, then I tried to leave. But something told me to keep it in park until I could see the reason why he was mad at a stranger. Like I was supposed to save him. Like I'm the reason he homeless and asking me for a favor. He's staring at me. His eyes follow me with no laser. He's staring at me. I noticed that his stare is contagious. Cause now I'm staring back at him, feeling some type of disrespect. If I could throw a bat at him, he'd be aiming at his neck. I never understood someone begging for goods, asking for handouts, taking it if they could. And this particular person just had it down back, staring at me for the longest until he finally asked, Have you ever opened up Exodus 14? A humble man is all that we ever need. Tell me how much a dollar cost. Tripping and feeling resentment. I never met a transient that demanded attention. They got me frustrated, indecisive, and power tripping. Sour emotions got me looking at the universe different. I should distance myself, I should keep it relentless. My selfishness is what got me here, who the fuck I'm kidding? So I'ma tell you like I told the last bum. Crumbs and pennies, I need all of mine. And I recognize this type of panhandling all the time. I got better judgment, I know when niggas hustling. Keep in mind, when I was struggling, I did compromise. Now I comprehend, I smell grandpa's soul medicine reeking from your skin. Moonshine and gin, nigga you're babbling, your words ain't flattering. I'm imagining Denzel, but looking at old Neil. Cause I'm in sad thrills, your gimmick is mediocre. The jig is up, I seen you from a mile away losing focus. And I'm insensitive, and I lack empathy. He looked at me and said, your potential is bittersweet. I looked at him and said, every nickel is mine to keep. He looked at me and said, know the truth, it'll set you free. You looking at the Messiah, the Son of Jehovah, the higher power, the choir that spoke the word, the Holy Spirit, the nerve of Nazareth. And I tell you just how much a dollar cost. The price of having a spot in heaven. Embrace your loss, I am God.
I washed my hands, I said my grace. What more do you want from me? Tears of a clown, guess I'm not all what it's meant to be. Shades of gray will never change if I condone. Turn this page, help me change to right my wrong.
It's the last time I speak on it, 'cause you ain't that important. It's the last time I sing about you. You search for me in every woman you see. I know for a fact I'm coming back. She can love you like me, no more late nights. No more late nights. No, I'm done, love. Enjoy. Hey. Won't you come back?
Snoh Aalegra with Njoy. Kendrick Lamar, How Much the Dollar Cost, and Jessie J with Think About. The Jessie J song is, to me, her best song that I've ever heard she's ever done. She has an amazing voice, which is possibly, I could argue, top 10 I've ever actually heard. Yeah, I think if you disagree, you know, then it's fair enough, but I think, yeah, she's definitely got a voice that is something very, very special. And I've probably said that on here before, maybe even played that song on an older episode before, because I'm such a fan of it. So sometimes I don't. Sometimes the songs I pick are just what I've been listening to, rather than me wanting to share something. It's just like, oh, I just have to, this song's so good, like, you know what I mean? Like I can pick it randomly, and then sometimes it's more scripted, but hey, we're here. Yeah, I wanted, first I wanted to touch on it being a year from Auta, which means I should probably play a song from Auta on this. I hadn't planned to, but I'm just gonna say, go and listen to that album. I think it's one of my best attempts at perfect. It isn't perfect, but it's one of my best attempts. I confidently tell people, if they do ask what your favorite project is, it would be Mercury. I think that is the closest thing to my version of perfect. But I think this new album is next in line. Yeah, I think it just has everything. It's exactly what I was trying to do, you know, and I'm just grateful that I was able to see it through. Definitely was an up and down time. Even when I think about that time, I think I'd completed the project a little bit earlier, and then kind of off a bit and then came back to it, and then I kind of did the intro, and then I was like, okay, this is what this is, and then that's when I kind of like set it out. But yeah, it's crazy that it's just I don't know, just like I said, the time flies, and it just feels like, how have I even done that? How have I even been doing this long enough? How have I not packed it in yet? And just been like, oh yeah, I'm not really interested in doing this anymore. I mean, you have your moments, which is normal. You get some good news, bad news that can kind of veer you left and right. I mean, you always want to do music, but I mean, you know, sharing it is something else. You have to want to share it. And I still want to share music, so it's a good space to be in. I mean, I want to share music all the time, but I didn't think I would 100% be in this space where I'm still content doing that. I'm still happy doing it, and still looking forward to like my next album. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to doing that. I know exactly what I want to do. I know exactly what it should sound like. And again, it's just for me trying to get better at singing. I don't see myself as a singer, so to try and get better at singing, to try and be not recognized as a singer, but to not be the lacking element in an album, for it to be one of the better elements in an album. I'd love that. I'd way prefer the element of songwriting to be the element of singing to be better than the songwriting. Like, if people didn't think my songwriting was that great, but they said, oh well, if you listen to his first project, so now he's got a lot better at singing, then I'll be super happy with that. And as far as production, I would say, I think I've said this before, I actually think I'm actually okay at doing it now. Like, I'm actually quite good at it. To tap myself on it, pat myself on it and pat myself on my back, and say that I think I'm actually quite good at it now. But it took a long time to even feel that way, to even say that out loud as well. And share that, which is probably, if I'm going to share this, then yeah. But yeah, that's just one of the things I wanted to say. Massive thank you for everyone who has listened to that album. And if you haven't listened to it, please do. I think, as I said, it's a very good attempt at perfect. But yeah, I just want to kind of think about that time, and maybe when I have a lot of like some cool plans that I want to do for Code Radio in the future, and maybe when we kind of can execute those plans, I would love to have more of these sort of conversations, but in person with, you know, people, and just like kind of share my thoughts, because sometimes it's weird asking yourself questions and answering it, you know. I'm just talking right now, but let's get into some more music.
Won't be afraid, you won't catch me running. You're ruling the way that I move, and I breathe your air, yeah. my prayer. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven. Cherish the day, I won't go astray, I won't be afraid, you won't catch me running, you rule in the way that I move. Only you can rescue me. This is my prayer. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven. Cherish the day, won't go astray, I won't be afraid, won't catch me running. Cherish the day, won't go astray, won't be afraid, won't catch me running. Oh, 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 oh. Cherish the day. Oh. Cherish the day, won't go astray, won't be afraid. Oh no. Cherish the day, won't go astray, I won't be afraid. Oh no. Cherish the day, I won't go astray. Oh, cherish the day, I won't be afraid. Na 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 na. Oh, cherish the day.
Frequency. Dopamine is a chemical responsible for making you feel.
You left your things in place, right where you said you'd stay. I can't go on, feels like I've heard this song before. I've had my worst of days turn to my old cliches. I can't go on, something's been wrong for way too long. It's just in my head, don't wanna fight myself no more.
Maquez, I Can't Go On. Just dropped my headphones, sorry. For Zoe, Fortina, and Robert Glasper with Cherish the Day. So what I saw on social media was this conversation about what makes a bad beat. And I have a theory surrounding that, which is essentially about the terms that are kind of, or the labels that are kind of described or given to people who make the music. So musician, like, because like people don't want to be called a musician as some sort, because then real musicians, they feel like they're not quite them, which is completely fine. I understand that from both sides. Not being able to play an instrument, does it, you know, are you a musician? Because you can't actually play an instrument. Musicians play instruments. Then you got like an art, like this idea of an artist kind of encompasses all aspects surrounding, you know, a song or a creation. I think the term producer and beatmaker kind of clash a lot, because beatmaker is this idea that you just basically make the beat and you don't really do anything else. But some beats are kind of have a real structure. So if you make a beat that has an intro, kind of intro, verse, chorus, da 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 da, I think you would feel like, no, I'm a producer because I created the kind of soundscape, the kind of bass layer. But also, I think it kind of encompassed using loops and da 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 da. And I think there's nothing wrong with using loops, but at the same time, someone who produces and creates something from scratch might have an opposing opinion to someone who just collects loops and then puts them together. It's still producing. It's still a form of producing. But I can see why there is that kind of just argument surrounding it, because it's like, oh, well, you don't even do anything. Like, I made that loop, I played the piano, whether I was good at the piano or whatever, I played this instrument, put this guitar together and, you know, put a 90 BPM and made this loop. Now you're using it and making a beat with it, but you have, you're just a beat maker, right? That's kind of what would be given to that person. So it goes from the musician to the beat maker and then the producer. But then at the same time, an engineer is very important to that process as well. I feel like engineers in many cases might be the most important, because I've engineered for people that have not had nothing to do with the beat, and I've structured it. I've taken out, put a filter on this part and da da da. So I've produced that record. So I think the term producer is like more sophisticated. So everyone kind of wants to be under that umbrella. Beatmaker feels slightly cheaper. This is my interpretation. It's not like what it's factual. This is just how I see it. And I could change my mind tomorrow, but I probably won't. But this beatmaker thing, like if someone called me a beatmaker, I'd probably be like, well, I'm not just a beatmaker. So I think the term, if there was a term that kind of that described a beatmaker that was as sophisticated in terms of sounding and labeling as producer or engineer or artist or musician, I think the language kind of makes it feel lesser. So it's a kind of like genres. If you make something that's encompasses all sounds and all music, if someone says, "Oh, you're just an R&B producer," you're gonna be like, "Wait, hold on a second." You're gonna have that opposing opinion and be like, "Oh, I'm not just an R&B producer. I kind of do everything. Like this doesn't just have R&B elements. This has hip hop elements. There's this, da da da." So I think ultimately what needs to happen is one, which is probably not going to happen, but you create a term which describes it, which is sophisticated, and people kind of value being called that. It's like a class system almost. It's like, you know, I don't want to be called a beat maker. I want to be called a producer because producers get all the credit and da 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 da, right? Like, it's not that serious, but it is at the same time. I don't want to be called a singer because I don't have the voice that how I see someone who's been gifted something from God, who is a singer. They woke up and that's what they do. I practice time and time again to be good at using the piano or good at using software or whatever. There's kids who can make beats in 20, 30 seconds, which sound as good as any beat on the radio, for example. Are they not producers? What are they? So I think it's a very interesting conversation. I actually think I'd like to kind of mark this as a part 1, this episode, to what is a producer, and I want to kind of actually have this conversation with some other producers. So this is definitely part 1 to this conversation, and I'll probably listen back because sometimes I speak without thinking when it comes to this sort of stuff, and kind of go back and see what I've said and see if my opinion is still the same after kind of having the conversation with other people about it. I think it's a very important conversation to have, specifically because I think the language changes how the person in particular feels about being called a producer, a beat maker. Ultimately, you make the music for the song. If you're just finding loops, ultimately you craft it from those loops and turn it into something. So there's an element of you producing it, but I can see still, I can understand where the conversation has been created over time and kind of exists today. I mean, I see myself as an artist. I don't see myself as just a producer, even though I'm a producer first. But if someone was to kind of, I guess, say, you're just a producer, would I feel away? Maybe. You know, I'd be like, well, I'm not just a producer. So I kind of get it. But yeah, this is part 1 of this conversation about what is a producer. I'm going to name this episode What is a Producer, to kind of, and I want everyone to put in their opinions and their comments in the comments and stuff and kind of state. And then the next episode, maybe in a couple of weeks, I'll try and maybe do another one as a part 2 quicker, where I actually discuss this with other people and see what their thoughts are and see where we kind of get with it, you know. But I've done enough talking for a minute. Let's get some more music.
I see hesitation. And what do I do if she walks away? Next time I just stop by saying hi. Ask her what her name is, if she has the time. Start a conversation. No, you don't have to talk for too long. I just wanna know that before she could leave, I walked over and said hello. I said hello. Say baby, don't hate me. Scratch that, you probably gon' hate me. I'll probably drive myself crazy. My mind, the cloud is so hazy. But shawty, would you be mine? Or can I be the one you be with in the meantime? I mean it. Tell me what you think. Say if you were me, would you come and speak? Or tell me would you stop by saying hi? Ask her what her name is, if she has the time. Start a conversation. No, you don't have to talk for too long. I just wanna know that before she could leave, I walked over and said hello. Said hello. Aimless dreaming, tell me why you sleeping. It's yourself, you're cheating in the end. This shit ain't easy, baby, please believe me. Don't know what you're thinking. I think you need a real love. You gotta love something. You know it's still love, but you're nothing. Damn, I've been clocking in night and day.
Yeah, you know, she called me on my phone, asked me what I'm sipping on. Look, Louis in my cup, Louis on my clothes. Lou smoking gabagoo, we passed that pick and roll. My white TV so crisp, look like the French tips on the toes. All my money straight, so I mean they never fold. I'm back on shit they thought was hard. I passed on, bitch, I'm Dre, I get my Mac on. If that ass is fat, I last long. Found solace in promises kept by bitches who swallowing. All my kids, they keep gobbling. Right for who, they keep hollering. A&Rs with the silences. Shot for us, but we silence. Some niggas hate, but they want be us. Jealousy be so fond of us. Presidential on my wrist, now I'm the head of state. Everybody want the fame, but don't know what it take. Can't be your true self, I seeking validation. Gotta learn to let go, that's infatuation. I said, can't be your true self, I seeking validation. Gotta learn to let go, that's infatuation. So it's K to the A to the doing what we want, cause we want, nigga. I said it's K to the A to the doing what we want, cause we want, nigga. Leases on your chain, leases on your chain. Your ego got an ego, now your ego got a chain. Mi amigo, pobrecito, be yourself and stay the same. It's hard to keep your friends when you just friendly for the fame. More cap in this rap shit than your graduation. Hating niggas be the ones out here congratulating. I don't know who you are, beef ain't nothing no more. Niggas be delusional, thinking we close but we far. Bitch, you out of place, get my weed out of state. Pretty bitches give me face, on the knees like rolling trays. Got a main in a bay, don't care what these niggas say. Ballin', fuck a resume, pull her hair, fuck the lace. That's very true. I got plaques to get my kids, but until I'm 6 feet deep, I will continue to run this shit. Bitch, can't be your true self, I seeking validation. Gotta learn to let go, that's infatuation. I said, can't be your true self, I seeking validation. Gotta learn to let go, that's infatuation. So it's K to the A to the doing what we want, cause we want, nigga. I said it's K to the A to the doing what we want, cause we want. Hating niggas, I'm sick of. When we talk, you listen. Fighting in my pistol, caught your shit like Crystal. Hating niggas, I'm sick of. When we talk, you listen. Fighting in my pistol, caught your shit like Crystal. Wake up, wake up. So sleep. Yeah. Wake up, wake up. Yeah. Gone for a moment, but not forever, not for long. Throw up your K&As. Remind these niggas, man. Look. Hoes who used to play me get the Michael B. My biggest haters, niggas who didn't make the league. So outdated. Seen all 7 C's. Bluetooth connected to 1,000 SUVs. Y'all bought the same fit but couldn't buy the steez. Rappers kick the same shit but couldn't match the fee. Bitch, I'm in my bag, not in the industry. The flow so player play this shit in the limousine. Okay, rappers wrap it up. Yeah, KAYTRAMINE best rap album, competition none. Yeah, underrated, they tryna act like I ain't dropped 71. Yeah, Sycamore said it best, all you niggas bums. True. These niggas keep on talking in my ear like I care, but I don't. Shorties unsending DMs and rappers won't talk to me dicey, cause they know the verse is getting very, very pricey. Call my nigga Richie when I need assurance. 503 and AZ, bitch, I look like Terrence. Know you listening, but you don't fucking hear us. Y'all can keep counting me out, I'm just gon' count my carrots. I put Halle Berry in my close friends. Why the fuck would all you niggas think I need me more friends? I don't like you rappers, I don't like you hoes. Bitch, I'm Calvin Klein, and you are Kenneth Cole. Yeah, y'all talking like we equals when we know you schmeagles. Two-faced niggas don't understand, we gon' see through all that bullshit that you hiding. True colors always show, it's always perfect timing.
You got to teach him about the code.
KAYTRAMINE. That album's really good, by the way, if you haven't heard it. It's not, I think it's kind of obviously it's a mix of the both. I hadn't listen to Amine that much, maybe one or two songs, but I did like this particular project. And obviously KAYTRAMINE is KAYTRAMINE, so it's good. The Internet and Freddie Joachim with Backyards. Yeah, this is part one. I hope you enjoyed it so far. We'll definitely have a deeper conversation about what is a producer and also what is a crap beat. I realise now that I didn't actually answer that question, just kind of waffled into it, but hopefully I can answer that question from my perspective. Yeah, and thank you for tuning in on another episode. More music to come. I say that every time because it's the truth, and then sometimes I change my mind. I actually had a song I wanted to put out last month, but then I somehow fell out of love with it. I think I even posted a snippet online. I was like, nah, that's not the song I want to go with. But so that was my thought process. But there will be definitely another couple of songs this year, for sure. Thank you for listening. If you haven't, thank you for listening to my 5th album, Auta. Thank you for listening to any of my music and any of these radio episodes. I'd really appreciate everything. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, you know. Just feedback. Any feedback is cool. Like I love when I see the comments of songs that people like, and questions. If you want to ask any questions, please do. Any suggestions on songs, things that I haven't listened to or should be listening to, let me know. Any artists that I should be maybe trying to collaborate with or whatever, just, you know, this is our journey. So I appreciate you all, and I want to end on this song by an artist called Q, his most recent album is one of the best I think I played a song on a couple episodes before, but this is an older song which I'd kind of dived into his catalogue a bit, and yeah, super amazing artist. But yeah, thank you for listening, appreciate it.
Can't know what love is. My heart searches for it too. I was told not to rush this, but my mind wants what is new. I don't know. I don't know all these emotions. I don't know. Cause I don't know all these emotions. Can you see what I see now? Do you see what it could be now? These dreams of you will last all night, but I can't say how I feel now. I don't know. I don't know. All these emotions running by. My heart searches for something. My whole life won't be nothing. Now I see this in you, girl. I hope you see it too, yeah. My heart searches for something. My whole life won't be nothing. Now I see this in you, girl. I hope you see it too, though. Emotions going over. Emotions going over. But you should know. So tell me, girl, do you know what love is? My heart searches for it too. Mama told me not to rush this, but my mind wants what is new. I don't know. Code.